The first is test your gear. You think it's no problem, you go buy a stove at the store, you go buy a tent, you just get out there and you figure it out. Trust me, you don't want to make that approach. I made that mistake. One time I went out winter camping and I thought, okay, I just had my stove working a month ago, no problem. Just put all the gear in, I get all the way out, get my tent set up, it's 5 o'clock at night, below zero or minus 18 degrees Celsius, and boom, I'm pumping up my stove, and it's not pressurizing. Come to find out the check valve had frozen, and I pumped so hard that fuel sprayed all over the place. That sucked. So definitely test your gear before you go out. The next thing to avoid is overpacking. The temptation is to bring everything you can possibly bring just in case. Don't do it. I know you want to have everything, make sure you at least have the 10 essentials, but don't bring this, don't bring that, because all of a sudden by the time you're done, your backpack's going to weigh 50 pounds or 23 kilos, and you're going to be hating life. The first time I went out in the Sierras, my backpack was probably 35 pounds, maybe 40. I mean, I was dying. I went over Forester Pass. The view was spectacular, but I just didn't enjoy it because my pack was too heavy. Nowadays, if I go light, my pack is 11 pounds or like 5 kilos. And if I bring all my tech gear and camera, 13 pounds. And that's base weight, totally loaded out. And I can do 80 miles or 120 kilometers with that setup. So trust me, you don't need that much. The next important aspect you need to consider is bringing quality footwear. I know, let me get back here. Shoes, boots. This is one you don't want to go cheap. Trust me on this. I've seen poor people go out, they just bought whatever, hey, it was on sale, they go out and their feet get torn up. It's such a huge mistake. You can go with a cheap shirt from Walmart, cheap pants from like Big Lots or whoever, you can buy that stuff. But the one thing you cannot go cheap on is the footwear. That will punish you more than you can ever imagine. I don't know how many poor people I've seen out dealing with blisters and having their shoes fall apart. It's terrible. So please, of all the things you do, spend the money on the shoes. I know it sounds crazy, but you spend and invest in that, you will have such a better experience in the outdoors. If you're not sure about tying knots for camping, make sure to get my book, The Most Crucial Knots to Know, and it'll help you with everything you need to get started in tying knots for the outdoors. Check out links below. When you're thinking about going camping, one of the things, especially when you go with somebody else, is to bring the smallest compact tent you can possibly bring. Yes, you want to go lightweight, but if you bring a camping partner, a backpacking partner, and you're literally jammed on each other, like, okay, could you roll your gear on there? And then, halfway through the night, you're spooning, hugging each other. It's just miserable. Don't do it. So this is one of those, if you want to have a much better experience and you're backpacking with somebody else, upsize the tent to a 3-person tent and you will have such a better experience. You'll have a little bit of space. You won't hate your backpacking partner by the 3rd night. Believe me, I've done that. When my buddy and I, we went to Greenland, we had the 4-person mega tent. He could totally have his own, I had my zone, and we still had gear pushing each other together. So definitely upsize your tent when you're going with somebody else. And the 5th point that you want to consider is make sure to use the layering system. I'll put a link below to the video I had about the layering system. But the layering system basically is whatever undershirt you have, make sure it's synthetic wool or whatever, try and avoid cotton if possible. Then you have a mid layer, a warmth layer, and then you might have a shell jacket or something to keep the wind and the rain off. Like right now, it's a little bit breezy, but no problems because the sun is out. But the moment that sun drops down, I wish I had brought an extra layer. When you leave your vehicle and you think, oh, it's warm and comfortable, just remember the temperature could drop 40 degrees at night, and are you going to be prepared? So those are the 5 points I've shared with you on how to make your backpacking experience better and don't make the mistakes I made. Thanks for watching.